All right, I got approved. Woohoo! But they messed around and changed the date on me. Should I fight or should I just take the benefits? You're not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it. You need to speak to a representative. Let me tell you why I say this. Because it depends on your case. Why? Well, for SSI cases, if you say let's say you applied January of 2013, saying you became disabled in January of 2009. Well, guess what? If you've never applied for disability and this is your first time, even if they approve you for, let's say they changed the date to January of 2013. Well, guess what? Under the law, that was the furthest you were going to be able to go back anyway. So why are you fighting for a 2009 onset date? Because you can't get money going back that far. If it's disability insurance benefits, let's say, for instance, they said your disability expires for purposes of insurance coverage March of 2013, and they found you disabled June of 2013. So they found you disabled, but you can't get any money. Well, you might want to appeal that because you want to be able to go back beforehand. I hate to give short answers to complicated questions, but really, this is really one where you need to sit down and speak to someone, because these are what we call onset appeals, where you're basically challenging the date Social Security determined that you were disabled. I historically tell people, be careful, because, for instance, if you apply let's say you applied for DIB, and you indicated you became disabled in 2010, and they said you became disabled in 2011. Well, guess what? The amount of benefits that you get going back a year is not going to change whether you were found disabled in 10 or 2011. So why are you going to fight for that one? But in the same instance, if you applied January 2013 alleging you became disabled in 2009, and they found you disabled starting January 2013, and you have insurance benefits that covers you, you might want to now say, well, let me take a look at that, because they may be cutting me off from a year of back pay I was entitled to receive. And unfortunately, watching this video is not going to be able to give you a quick answer of whether or not you should fight it on your case, because every case is different. So I tell people all the time, if you've been approved for disability benefits, but they changed the date on you, please talk to someone before you decide to file that appeal. Because if you file the appeal and they determine that they shouldn't have approved you to begin with, any money you get, you're going to end up giving back. And times are tight. So I don't want you to be mad because you gave back money and you basically looked the gift horse in the mouth. So the important thing is this. If you have a situation where you've been approved for disability benefits and you are questioning the onset, if they changed the date when they say you became disabled, speak to a representative, whether it be contacting the National Organization of Social Security Claimants Representatives or the National Association of Disability Representatives, or even sending a contact message to me. Speak to someone, because the last thing you want to do is doing two things. One, screw up something that you already have that's not going to get much better than what you have, or two, losing out on something that you should be entitled to receive because you weren't fully aware that that's what you should be entitled to receive.